morning children, welcome to the online class 25. In the last class 24, we started the new lesson, diversity in living organisms. How the scientists they classified the organisms, how the life form on the different regions that we have discussed, and I just explained you about the kingdoms. Umondal, the biologist like Robert Whittaker and the Ernest Haeckel both are, and one more scientist both. We have divided the kingdoms into 5 kingdoms. Okay, so important person who are particularly he has divided in the 5 kingdoms means proposed by the Robert Whittaker. Okay, so all these 5 kingdoms I have told you: Monera, Protista, Fungi, and Plantae, Animalia. All the 5 kingdoms one by one. In this class, we are going to discuss about their characteristics and what is the examples for their kingdoms and all. Okay, so in this class, we are going to discuss about the each one by one for all the 5 kingdoms. First is Monera. Monera means what is the characters for that? What is the example for that? Okay, so the Monera means these organisms do not have a defined nucleus or organelles. Already I told you. For example, like a one cell, like eukaryotic cell means it has a well defined cell membrane bounded and all the internal organs will be present. So like that in the Monera there is no well defined nucleus inside the cell. Okay, there is no nucleus, defined nucleus, and the internal organelles. What is the internal organelles? Organelles, that is ribosome, mitochondria, like this type of the cell organelles is not present in the Monera. So this type of organisms do not have a defined nucleus or the organelles, cell organelles. Example we can say bacteria, blue-green algae, and cyanobacteria. So these are the very first minute microorganisms: bacteria, blue-green algae, and cyanobacteria. So this is the structure of bacteria. See, these are all the flagella will be present in the bacteria. Inside, see, the nucleus is not well defined in that. Okay, and there is no special organelles for the cell structure. This is the microscopic structure for the bacteria. Next point is some of them have cell wall, some do not have. So very rare. Some of them bacteria means some of the organisms have the cell wall. The cell wall means the cell will be covered in the outer membrane. Okay, so like that cell wall is not present in the some of the organisms in the group in the kingdom Monera, but some they have, some of them they don't have the cell wall. Next, mode of nutrition either by the autotrophic and the heterotrophic. What is the autotrophic means? Like an example, there's a blue-green algae is there, no? So it have the chlorophyll present inside the cell. Okay, so it can able to do the photosynthesis. So it is called the autotrophs. So which are the organisms or plants that are able to do the photosynthesis, that is called the autotrophs. So here the cyanobacteria and blue-green algae, these both they can able to do the photosynthesis process. So it can able to do their own food, make their own food. So that is called what? Autotrophs. In the same thing, it will be the heterotrophic also. That means some of the organisms, for example, this bacteria, it cannot be able to do the photosynthesis. So it cannot be able to make their own food. So that will be coming under the heterotrophic. So in the Monera group, there is the autotrophs also will be present and the heterotrophic organisms also will be present. And then some of the organisms have a cell wall and some they don't have the cell wall. And some of the organisms have, means organisms do not have the well-defined nucleus and then cell organelles. So this is the characteristics for the Monera, and examples for the Monera is bacteria, blue-green algae, and cyanobacteria. Next we are going to discuss about the Protista. Next in the second kingdom is Protista. What is mean by Protista and what is characteristics and what are the examples that we will be seeing now. So Protista is a unicellular. It's made up of a single cell. Okay, same type of cell it is made up of. The body structure is made up of the same type of cells, that is unicellular. This group includes the many kinds of the unicellular. So the cell will be the same only, but it's a unique means what? The same type of the cells will be made up of this. Organisms use appendages. That means, for example, we have the legs to walk. Did you know? So like that, most of the organisms have the legs to walk, to move from one place to the another places. But like this type of organisms have some special organs, that is like a hair-like cilia. The cilia will be present for the movement. So this type of the hair-like cilia will be used to move from the water or from the land, that is, or white-like flagella. So this cilia and the flagella, how we have the leg to walk, how we have the leg to move from one place to another place, like that it's help to move the organisms. Which one? Hair-like structure cilia and the whip-like structure flagella. So it is a special organs for the protista to move from one place to the another place for moving around. Mode of nutrition either autotrophs or heterotrophs. I told you in the last in the Monira also I told you the mode of nutrition, how the organisms will be take food means that maybe can able to do their own food also through the photosynthesis, that is called autotrophs. Like if some of the organisms can able to means it cannot able to do the photosynthesis, that type of organisms will be depend to the other protista organisms. Okay, so that is called what? Heterotrophs. So here in the protista we have both the organisms, autotroph organisms also will be present and the heterotrophic organisms also will be present. So what are the examples of the protista means? Paramecium. Okay, paramecium is the example for protista. One type of organisms. Algae, like how the bacteria, virus are there, no, like that even the paramecium, algae, diatoms and the protozoans and the amoeba. So well known, you know very well about the amoeba. Is a single cell organism, it's a unicellular organisms. For all the structures in the text they have given, page number 84. So in your textbook they have given the proper structure for all this paramecium, algae, diatom, protozoans and the amoeba. They have given the structure that you have to be refer in your textbook. Okay. So that you see that for example paramecium, I told you know that hair-like structure cilia and the whip-like structure flagella, it is using for the moving from the one place to the another place. See there is a hair-like structures in the protista, means paramecium. Okay, so this is the special organs to move the organism from one place to the another places. Next, amoeba, you see it is not a well-defined structure for that. Amoeba often it will change the structure, body structure for that. Next, protozoa also see the hair like long flagella will be present for them. Like a thread-like structure will be present in the flagella. Okay, so look at the textbook, you can understand that what is the structure of the organisms. Okay, so next is the fungi. Next third kingdom is fungi. So the next third kingdom of in the Robert we take her fungi. Everyone very well about the fungi. We heard the word fungal infections in our feet. Okay, so that is the cause in our skin also the fungal infections. So what is mean by the fungi? Fungi also is eukaryotic organisms. The cell wall, it is made up of the cell wall and some of the internal organs will be present for that. So it is a eukaryotic organisms and the mode of nutrition is heterotrophs. It cannot able to do the its own food. It cannot able to do the photosynthesis in that. So it is depending to the autotrophs only. So heterotrophic eukaryotic organism, which one? The fungi. They use decaying organic material as food and are therefore called the saprophytes. So what is the nutrition? What is the food for that means? Whichever the decayed materials, for example dead and the decomposed materials, food, whatever we throw in that outside, the decomposed foods and all, and whatever the dead organisms. So that from upon in that it can be able to, it will be take the nutrition and it can be able to live in the survive with that. Okay, so that is the food is decaying organic material, that is dead and the decaying organic materials is the food for the fungi, and many of them have the capacity to become a multicellular. So it's for most of the organisms will be in the fungi, it's a unicellular only, but it has the capacity to become a multicellular. So that special character the fungi have. Next, the cell wall made up of the complex sugar called chitin, CHITIN, chitin. So that is the special complex sugar, that is the cell wall is made up of the special complex sugar that is called chitin. How the egg, that outer white color is there, that is the special protein, it is made up of the carbonates. So it's very hard, no? So like that even the fungi cell wall made up of the complex sugar substance is called chitin. Okay. So what is that? This is the characters for the fungi. It is a eukaryotic heterotrophic organisms. It cannot able to do the photosynthesis, so it is depending to the others for the food. So what food it will be take means that the dead and the decaying organic materials we take as a food, and it has the capacity to become a multicellular also. And then the cell wall, especially it is made up of the complex sugar substance that is called chitin. So this is the characters for the fungi. So what is the example for the fungi means yeast. You know very well about the yeast. Okay, it is a for the bread making they are using for the yeast powder and all. So the yeast is a good for our health. That is next is the mushroom. Everyone know about the mushroom, no? So whenever dead and decaying organic matters upon the only this mushroom will be can able to form. Okay, so that's the mushroom. So that is a type of fungi only. Aspergillus, one of the fungi, Aspergillus and Penicillium and lichens. So all this and all the structures they have given in your textbook that you will be seeing that. So the special character for the lichens is symbiotic. That means it can depend for the food and the habitat for to the another organism. That is, some fungal species live in the permanent mutually depending to the relationship with the blue-green algae. Such relationship are called symbiotic. So it will be able to live in upon the blue-green algae. Which one? This lichens. Okay, so this type of the character is called symbiotic. Okay, so that is called what? Fungi characters. One of the special character in the lichens. So next kingdom we will see the plantae and animalia. So the plantae means how the fungi and the others Munira and all having the characters like that only having. Plantae means example plants all over the world whatever we are seeing the plants, that is eukaryotic multicellular organisms. Even not only for the plantae and the animalia also. Plantae example plants and animalia example animals and the human beings. We all know very well about the plant structure, what are the characters, how is the mode of the food. For example, plants are there, it can able to grow and it can able to do the photosynthesis. So it is a autotrophs. Plant is the autotrophs. It can able to do the, it means it can able to make its own food. Okay, and then what is the characters for the plants means it can able to move. That means shaking the leaf and the stems and all. And it can able to produce the fruits and the vegetables. Once the cells will be died, the leaves will be fallen there. So the plants are very large, means it is a very large amounts will be present in that. They are divided into two categories, that is angiosperms and the gymnosperms, the plants. That details we will be seeing the next class for the plantae. And then the next is the animalia. Animalia means all the animals, insects and the birds will be coming there. And then, sorry, not birds, animals and the insects and the human beings. So we both are coming under the animalia. Even we are the multicellular eukaryotic organisms. We have the well-defined body structure. All the internal organs will be present. Each body cells have the special functions, and we have the organs, endocrinal organ and the exocrine organs. Even we can able to move from one place to another places. But we are the heterotrophs. We are depending food for the plants only. So the next important plants, plantae and animalia, we will be discussing the next class in that. And before that, the classification of the kingdom, whatever I explained today in that, from the Monera to the animalia, they have given the flow chart in your textbook page number 85, 5 kingdom classification. How they divided in that? Organism will be divided into two categories, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic means there is no well-defined nucleus and the cell structure in that. So that is all prokaryotic, all is coming under the unicellular. What is mean by unicellular means it is the body structure is made up of single cell. Okay, example Monera. Eukaryotic means unicellular and the multicellular. In the eukaryotic cells, both will be present. Unicellular is made up of the single cell, example Protista. Multicellular, that will be divided into twos. That is, with cell wall will be present and without the cell wall also will be present. With the cell wall, what will be means it do not perform the photosynthesis. For example, fungi. Fungi cannot be able to do the photosynthesis. At the same time, able to perform the photosynthesis means plantae. All the plants you can see, you know very well, it can able to do the photosynthesis. Those are the multicellular organisms without the cell wall is called animalia. So that means what? We are animals and the human beings. Okay. So this is the classification of the 5 kingdom. In your textbook 85, the flow chart they have given. No, that is the short form what I explained. You know that is the flow chart for that topics. Okay. So the next class we will discuss about the details of the plantae. That means the gymnosperm, angiosperm and the animalia. Okay. Thank you, children.